So for today's deep dive, we're looking at a really specific hymn by Guru Ram Das Ji in Rag Jaitsree, and it completely reframes the whole idea of solvency. We think of net worth, in dollars and cents, but this text paints a picture of spiritual economics. It sets up this stark choice between a massive debt and one single priceless asset.
It's a fascinating framework, isn't it? On one side, you have this huge liability. The text calls it the sins and pains of countless incarnations. And then on the other side, the solution. And the crucial thing is the solution isn't about slowly paying it all back.
No, not at all. It's like an immediate total transfer of wealth.
Exactly.
And that wealth is the jewel of the Lord's name, or ratan, naam. So it opens with this jewel just abiding in the heart. But what I find so critical is the mechanism, how it actually gets there.
Right. It's not a DIY project.
No. The line, "The guru has placed his hand on my forehead." I mean, it's such a deliberate physical image of transmission.
It is. In this tradition, that hand on the forehead is almost like a legal seal. It's grace, it's protection, and the immediate result of that touch is the cancellation of the rin.
The debt.
The debt. And the source makes a pretty heavy claim here. It says, without that specific transaction, without the guru basically clearing your balance sheet, your life is, well, useless.
It really feels like a zero-sum game in this text.
Yeah.
Either have the jewel or you're just empty. And that brings us to the manmukh, the self-willed person. We see this term a lot, but the definition here is just brutal, foolish, ignorant, and forever entangled in emotional attachment to Maya.
Well, the distinction the guru is drawing is all about your orientation, your compass. The manmukh is trying to navigate using their own internal compass, but it's totally skewed by ego.
Huh?
And because they don't serve the feet of the holy, their lives become akatha.
Totally useless.
Right. They're spiritually bankrupt because they refuse to, declare insolvency in the first place.
Whereas those who do serve are called sanatha, which means they have a master, right?
Yeah.
They belong to someone.
Yes.
It's so interesting. In our modern individualistic world, belonging to yourself is the ultimate goal. But here, that's the trap. Belonging to the Lord is the only way to be fruitful.
And that inversion of logic, it just continues right to the very end of the hymn. We shift from these big ideas of debt and jewels to this sudden, incredibly intense plea for humility.
The guru's voice just changes completely. He asks to be made the slave of the slave of the slaves. It just dismantles any idea of hierarchy.
A complete dismantling.
And then comes the line that, it always stops me in my tracks. The speaker just admits, "I am blind, ignorant, and totally without wisdom."
For a text that starts with possessing this priceless jewel, ending with an admission of total blindness seems like a huge contradiction.
Well, unless you see blindness as the precondition for being led. If you think you can see, you'll just walk your own path. That's the manmukh.
Ah, I see.
But admitting you're blind forces you to reach out for a guide. And that is exactly what the final image offers, this request to grasp the anshul. The hem of the guru's robe. It's such a practical metaphor, isn't it? If you're blind, you don't need a map. You need a tether. You need someone to hold on to.
Exactly. The text says this is the only way to chalamalantha, to walk in harmony. You just hold the hem, and the guide does all the seeing for you.
So it resolves the whole tension of the hymn.
It does. How do you pay an infinite debt? You don't. You let the guru handle it. How do you navigate Maya? You don't. You hold the robe of the one who can see right through it. That jewel isn't some trophy you possess. It's the light the guru is carrying while you follow along behind.
So the ultimate spiritual insight isn't about becoming smarter or, spiritually richer. It's about recognizing your own total incapacity.
Precisely. In this worldview, surrender isn't giving up. It's the only winning strategy.
Which leaves us with a pretty provocative thought to walk away with, I think. We so often judge our spiritual progress by how much we know or how clearly we can see. But this text suggests true clarity might actually look like admitting you're completely blind, as long as you're holding onto the right guide.
Sometimes the strongest grip is the one that admits it needs help.
Thanks for diving in with us.
See you on the next one.